Good afternoon. It's Sunday afternoon. Welcome to Grace Walking Ministries. I finally received my Book of Mormon in Artesia. I saw the Latter-day Saints, the missionaries, and I just had to have. They were most kind. They are. Much happened. Much happened. Much happened that was wrong. Much happened. I want to read something. Chapter 23 from Tao Te Chang. The way of nurturing, the way is the Tao, the Te is the virtue, the Chang is the nurturing. When you know the true being of another, you can judge. And if you truly know the way, which is the Tao, you will be in the light. It takes force to control people. But if I am humble, I can never be overcome. If you know what you have is enough, que es baraka, you will still be satisfied. But if you think you don't have baraka, then you will never have enough. If you follow the Tao, the way, what you are will last. If you follow the way, which is God, what you are will last. You will live and live and outlive yourself again. I have a cold. Saturday. They have Hispanic women that are cleaning the third floor like they have had. They've been cleaning that third floor for many, many months, and it costs money to do that. It's like a party up there. It really, really is. I'm not allowed in the building. It's ridiculous. But they do allow prostitutes and drug addicts and other people in the neighborhood to enter. They're more trustworthy. Suffice, Brandon had stopped his truck and told Orville in front of me, because I was standing there, to go up there at 3 o'clock and start knocking the doors and tell them to get over. We went up there. You should have heard the party. Every floor on the third floor is slumber lord quality. These Hispanic women, and because they did this, I will fight against immigration. Not in revenge or hate, but in just cause. Well, I'm tired of Mexicans who have no business here having the power they have because people like Rick Whitecomb and Arnold Schwarzenegger has a stickle form. They lied. Orville came downstairs and yelled at me. They lied. They lied. And Rick Whitecomb accepted their lie as fact. Brandon is a coward. Brandon was in prison, level 4 prison. You can't be a pretty white boy and not get fucked. You know what I mean? I know. With Mr. Wonderful, I walked to prisons. Brandon is a coward and a bitch. And those Mexican whores, what they are. They stole our jobs, the whores, they stole our jobs. That's what a whore would do, would steal. And they're so pretentious. They fired the other Mexican because you're stealing. They all steal. It is the painters that are encouraging Orwell to break his vow. It is the painters. It is the painters. There's one painter, a fat one. He's got a hole in his ear from trying to use those earrings. He follows Orville like that Westmoreland flagging king. The painters stay late so they can be able to talk to Orville as security. It is the painters who do not prep, who paint over dirt, who sit on the corner and throw their cigarette butts, who are bringing in and tinting and encouraging Orwell to fuck that Mexican hole that lives across the street. It is the painters, the painters. Orwell will bring his saw home. I witnessed before God in creation, by day of life, the whole, the Mexican whole. Bring the saw and hand it to the painter and said, "You left us alone." It is the painters who will go to the next project and steal from America. It is the painters run by one company that are encouraging Orwell and bringing him shit through the side doors that open as Rick Whitecomb squeals like a bitch that I had entered. I told the bitches, lock the door, because the doors are left open. It is the painters. And how long have the painters been there? An entire section of floor which had to be broken down because PCB is more busy taking time from work and talking to the neighborhood than they are with doing a good job. The steps had to be torn out. Then security. I know what goes on there because they tell me. Security live. Rick Whitecomb. Why would I want to speak to you? You're sore. Your own wife kicked your ass out because you're so nasty. You're a pervert. You're a man on a bar. Stealing from America. How's the gentleman's club, you and that puto plumber? Or what is it, another superintendent? You saw him make me cry, Pooh. Are you proud, multi-home builders? Are you proud or lie? Or lie? How many weeks to clean up those apartments? And let me explain something. Security watched David the whole time he was working. You see, there's this place called the Convalescent Garden. Windsor Convalescent Garden. They have women. One was parked, staring at Oracle. An old one, Mexican. He's always a Mexican. And yet, it was the security guard wasn't staring at the band. He was staring at Oracle and what he was doing. I have 27 metros. The whole time Oracle was out there. He was there looking at them. As the painters were walking back and forth deciding what they were going to do. You see, that Mexican whore wanted to fuck Orville yesterday. But she had to have money, and that was the truth. But you see, multi-house home builders, the caliber of White Whitcomb and Brandon, condone and encourage that type of activity. Okay, the Mexican whores, who they stole their jobs. Your definitions have not met the modification necessary to identify their actions, the lie. And Orville knows because he was standing there. Fuck you, Rick Whitecomb. Puto, I bring my camera. As I prepared for surgery, you son of a bitch, you make me breathe. For a Mexican shit can even clean up a floor. How many Mexicans does it take a white man like Rick Whitcomb to clean one lousy motherfucking floor? You're having a party. I went to do laundry. Orville was late again. He's always late on Saturdays getting back. Whether I'm there or where I'm at the laundry room. You see, it's the painters. I want to say it again. I'm going to ask the name of the painter. I can't speak to them because Orville will beat me. Tomorrow I go to see Dr. Bosy. We must leave by 1. I cannot be late. I did not receive my health and insurance papers yet. I have to call my broker. I'm sure they'll be here tomorrow. Orwell is awakening, so I'm going to have to close this down. As these numbers, I'll have more and more to share. Security lied and is their manner, their towel. At Walgreens, whom Dr. Oz, the criminal, I understand he's a criminal and a thief, a Jew of that. Just like at Walgreens, do you know every time I go to Walgreens, Juan comes over and harasses me with one other employee. This time it was a woman with a long hair, a Korean. These Korean bitches, they can be evil when they're evil. I turned around, Juan was this close to me. He's called me Puto. He has him and they got a little Gomer working there. Has followed us. They have tried to entrap Orville. They harass the homeless. But this would be like a Jewish thing. Dr. Oz is a criminal after all, not to be trusted. I will start to carry my flag into Walgreens because one is protected by like the Cindy Ho and the Koreans here. They're protected like the homosexual. It is the painters who are enticing Orwell to break his vow. Orwell and I do not have a chance because whores, Mexicans, blacks, whites were not allowed. And then shit like the Mexican painters. The Mexican painters. I will find out the name of your company. I will ask your boss. I will do a video tomorrow before I go in to see my doctor. And Rick White come. No eres hombre, papi. Eres puto. Tu pinche puta madre, cabrón. Eat your daughter's pussy, you son of a bitch. For the lie you accept will be your reward. You cocksucker. And Brandon, it is your bitch. You know what you told Orwell. And you Mexican painters. Tomorrow, puppy. Tomorrow. They sit and they smoke their cigarette butts and they put it there. Their poo, they put it there. The fat one likes to pick up his shirt and scratch his belly in front of David. He likes to grab his dick in front of David. He's got an ear that's got a whole world thing went through once. The motherfucker's a faggot. And he loves my husband. Everywhere David goes, these fucking painters, that fucking fat painter goes with him. Everywhere. Everywhere. When it's time to get off, they're looking for Orwell, like, you know. I'm pretty sure they're fucking him because Orwell has shirts. I made sure they were long so they wouldn't come out. Every time they come out with it out. And I see many things that confused me. I thought it was when I saw that Mexican whore walking with that saw, I knew. And this is under Rick Whitecomb. This is under the Long Beach development scene. How long have those painters been in there? How long have they been fucking Orwell? How long is that fat one? He wants Orwell so bad he follows him everywhere he goes. It's the fucking painters. It's the painters. Everybody brings Orwell kite. From the valet parking to the homeless, to everybody. Is that right? The painters, the painters owned by a white company are the ones. I will upload this now. I am most overcome with loathing. Those motherfucking putos, those Mexicans, see me every day. Every day, all day, they're enticing Orwell, telling him about the puta, calling me names. I knew it was someone. I didn't know who. Do you understand? Simple. Putos. No beach administration. It is the painters who are enticing Orwell for the horse across the street. She's a Mexican. I know her car and I will photo it. Arrest me, motherfuckers. If women of my caliber stood up to these fucking whores and these Mexicans, this shit wouldn't be walking. Every one of you motherfuckers, you're going back. 11 million. I support my president, and 11 million need to go back. The door is closing. As I sit in the truck, praying, reading my Bible, Mexican putos, painters, run by a white man or enticed in Oregon. The one has a torn ear. Hey, Rick Whitcomb, what are you going to do about that? Are you going to suck his dick? Rick Whitcomb, did you notice what did you notice what Orwell did to me? Because of your lies? And then Puthul, why would I want to talk to you? But you're not smart. You're not Bart from Manassas, Virginia. You're not like none of the superintendents I have met. You sit in your office and you look at porno all day. It's up on the third floor. They have a party on American blood. Yeah, because it's American blood that paid $22 million to that rich son of a bitch that owns that motherfucking building. I'm gonna find out who the owner is, and I'm gonna blast your motherfucking ass all the way to hell and back. And you better not be a motherfucking Jew. If you're a Jew, baby, Gentile Jew to Jew motherfuckers, y'all are sin in audacity. I want to know the name of that company, and I will find out the name of that company. It is those motherfucking painters that are bringing David Holmes. Putos, get ready. Have you ever met an earthquake? Oh, you motherfuckers, you've met one now. I don't give a fuck if Oral beats my ass in front of everybody like he did, made me cry. Are you proud, Rick Whitcomb? And then those putos, as I was crying, enticing Orwell with that Mexican whore. Audacity is your grace before God in creation. Rick, your bitch. And Brandon's your bitch. The Mexican painters. As Orwell comes out yelling at me because of Rick's lies and security's lies, that I asked to speak to. What the fuck I want you to speak with some motherfucker that greases a dance pole? For what? What you got that shows in wisdom of God? As I go, and they ridicule me because I go. If I didn't go, can you imagine the shit this motherfucker would already be into? Women and men like Orwell are weak when it comes, because when they were little they were beat so much that when they found out about sex, that's all they are, is violence and sex. Orwell was watched the whole time he worked here yesterday by a motherfucking Mexican security guard. As las putas next door. Let me tell you, it takes two to do a wrong. And I have yet to see a woman that turned down Orwell, or a man. Just think. I struggled with laundry as David the Puta was with the motherfucking Mexican painters. The ringleader is a fat one. He's a faggot. He's got an ear, he's all torn up. He lifts up his pants and does it in front of Orwell. So Orwell, very nasty. It was very bad. Very bad. I've been emotional. And I will return back. And I will do it with you. And Rick Whitcomb, your next project, we're going to see. It better not be government. You're like bureaucrat. You're like a food bank. Yes, Orwell will go after your whores, because they are whores, even though they're working. It's up to them to say no. Because he's already a soul. Can you imagine how hard it is for Orwell to keep telling these Mexican painters, no, 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 no. In grace of God, honor and proud. In amends of amends. Multi-house home builders. You're shit. Just like Jordan was shit. A 25-year-old that would be, well, he'd fed with the Mexicans. He'd go on the third floor, get lost, and just text. The Mexican gets upstairs and just play. We're building this America. An elderly couple came in from Palm Springs. They come in so they could back and report. They found it on the internet. We talked. Oh, the man was like Oral. She was like me, sweet. Trying to calm him down. He was in a rage. Oh, our government, our taxes. I said, sir, I called 7 times to this motherfucking place. Then he said, this place has been building for a year. Sir, they've been partying for a year. Partying for a year on American government taxpayers' money. Sir, I know what's going in there because I met one of them. And she still follows me. Yesterday she followed me to the goddamn laundromat. God damn it, people, stay the fuck away from me. You lie, you cheat, you fornicate, you're just like Orwell. Orwell was late because the goddamn Mexicans held him back. Boothos, I guarantee you before God and creation, I will bitter you motherfuckers and I will post your motherfucking pictures tomorrow at Mickey D's. They have Wi-Fi. Goddamn, I gotta figure that out. Anyways, 26 minutes and you know YouTube. All this time it's been the Mexican painters. Do you know how hard Orwell is to say no to a pussy? Or whatever he is at the time. Because if he's doing drugs, he's gonna be a piece of dick. You know how hard it is for him to say no? And Lucifer's children, those Mexican painters owned by white people, are his daily temptation. Rick would come, fuck you. Fuck you. What Orwell cost me in tears and fuck you, puto. And Brandon, you're a pretty boy. I know they fucked you loose. You fucking the Mexican painters too. Oh my God. Sodom and Gomorrah upstairs. Protected by Mexicans. Zimmermans. All witness like they witnessed here in Koreatown how he treats me. It's the Mexican painters. How long can a Mexican stretch a job? It depends if they're getting enough cock. Putos. Tu pinche puta madre, you motherfuckers.